I'm 78 years old, and I'm sitting alone at the small kitchen table where my wife used to drink her coffee. There's something I understand now that I didn't when it mattered. Silence can destroy a marriage, and it doesn't make a sound while it's doing it. I'm not telling this because I want sympathy. I'm telling it because I don't have much time left to pretend I don't know the truth. Most days are quiet now. The house is quiet. Too quiet. And in that quiet, memories don't stay buried. When you're young, silence feels harmless. Sometimes it even feels polite. It feels like restraint, like maturity. I thought keeping things to myself was a way of keeping the peace. I thought I was being considerate. I thought love meant not burdening the other person with every worry, every doubt, every disappointment. I was wrong. I met my wife when I was 26. She was warm in a way I wasn't. She talked easily. She filled rooms without trying. I was steadier, quieter. That balance felt right at the time. She said she liked that I listened. I took pride in that. I was the calm one, the reasonable one. We married young by today's standards. We didn't have much money. I worked long hours, first because we needed it, then because I was good at it. Work gave me something clear, problems you could solve, results you could measure. At home, things were messier. Feelings didn't come with instructions. Conversations didn't end neatly. So I often chose silence. Not cold silence, not angry silence, just the kind where you say, "It's fine," when it isn't. The kind where you change the subject. The kind where you assume there will be time later. She would ask how my day was, and I'd give her the short version. I'd ask about hers, and she'd talk. I'd nod. I'd listen, but I wouldn't always step in. I wouldn't always share what was weighing on me. I thought I was sparing her. When she was upset, I'd wait for it to pass. When she was hurt, I'd tell myself she knew I loved her, even if I didn't say it out loud that day. I thought consistency was enough. I thought being there physically was the same as being present. Years went by that way. Not bad years, ordinary years. Children, bills, routines, vacations that felt too short, arguments that never fully became arguments because I didn't push back and I didn't open up. There were moments she tried to reach me. I see them clearly now. She'd say, "You're so hard to read," or "I never know what you're thinking." I'd smile and say, "There's not much to tell." That was a lie. There was plenty to tell. I was tired. I was scared of failing. I felt pressure I didn't know how to name. I felt lonely sometimes, even sitting right next to her. But I didn't think those were things a husband needed to say. I thought strength meant keeping it together quietly. The cost of that silence didn't arrive all at once. It showed up in small ways, in how conversations got shorter, and how we talked more about logistics than feelings, and how she stopped asking certain questions. I noticed she shared more with friends. I told myself that was normal. I noticed she sighed more often. I told myself everyone does that after a long day. I noticed the distance, but I didn't call it that. I didn't want to. There was no single moment where everything broke, no dramatic fight, no slammed doors, just a slow thinning, like fabric wearing down from use. Still there, but weaker. The turning point came later than it should have. She got sick. Not suddenly, but enough to change things. Doctor's visits, medications, long nights where sleep didn't come easily. One night, she asked me if I was scared. I told her no. That was another lie. I was terrified. But old habits are hard to break. Silence had become my language. She looked at me for a long time. Then she turned away. That was the moment I felt something shift, even if I couldn't explain it yet. She passed away 3 years later. There are things you can say at a funeral that sound complete. Words about love and partnership and years shared. I said those things. They were true. But they weren't the whole truth. The whole truth is that there were conversations we never had, feelings I never named, moments where I chose silence because it felt easier than vulnerability. Now, when I think of her, I don't just miss her presence. I miss the chance to be known by her in the way I never allowed myself to be. That's the part that doesn't get fixed. You don't get to reopen those doors. You don't get to explain yourself when the other person is gone. Silence, once it's too late, becomes permanent. If you're listening to this and you're still sharing a life with someone, I don't want to tell you what to do. I only know what I wish I had understood. Love doesn't survive on good intentions alone. It needs words. It needs to hear what's underneath the surface. Silence doesn't keep you safe, it keeps you separate. I'm not angry at my younger self. He did what he thought was right. He didn't know the cost. Most of us don't. We think time is generous. We think tomorrow will be there for the conversations we postpone. At age 78, I know better. Time is quiet too, and it leaves without warning. I talk to her sometimes now, not because I think she can hear me, but because the words still need somewhere to go. I say the things I never said when she was sitting across from me. It doesn't change the past, it just makes the present a little more honest. If this meant something to you, you can sit with it for a moment. That's enough. As for me, I'll finish my coffee at this small table, the house will stay quiet, and I'll carry the truth with me, because that's all I have left to carry now.